the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. The game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And Stephen Curry, one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight, is one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the league. Kenny, you know what I like to say. He makes it look
effortless.
Maybe the best shooter of all time. You ready to go that far?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's the home of the Golden State Warriors, the Oracle Arena. We're live in Northern California. And, of course, Andrew Bogut need to find a way to overcome what he brought to this team.
Kevin, I got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
And now the Lakers starting group. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Randall out there with Nick Young. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. Now here's Freak. Here's Curry. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against Milwaukee.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Stephen Curry. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
It's Hibbert with the drive, and it's Freak with the rebound. Warriors have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. That's good. 6 points for Steph Curry.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Kicks to Freak. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Curry. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Inside, here's Thompson, and he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 7.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now, here's Clarkson. 9 points last game. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Curry.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Clarkson taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Shot clock at 6. And Young kicks to Hibbert. The fader. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. To the inside. Here's Curry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Justice Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Stephen Curry. Second in three-point percentage, third in free throw percentage, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And back to your point, I mean, a lot of his effectiveness has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone.
Now here's Williams, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Mans a screen. Williams kicks to Bass. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And he gets the bucket. 10 points for Steph Curry.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Mans a screen. Bass with a screen for Young. To the paint. From the arc. And he gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Warriors leading by 10. Curry kicks to Freak. Curry dishes to Ezeli. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Now, here is Young, another key contributor in that nice win against Milwaukee.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Freak. It's a 10-point game. Some nice passing by Golden State. Iguodala kicks to Freak. Williams comes with a double team. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Down low, here's Bass. Off the mark, get a chance to trim it to single digits. Freak passes to Felton. Freak kicks to Iguodala. Here's Ezeli. Goes back up. Rebound the Lakers.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Young. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint?
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnover.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. To the middle, here's Green, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
You got your camera. Steve Kerr was going over with his team, he made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. Out to Thompson. Freak dishes to Curry.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 10th in blocks, 10th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
Good on both.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 12 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
D'Alembert with a screen on Curry. Kobe passes to Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And D'Alembert with the slam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Picked by Randall. Kobe kicks to Clarkson, and it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hibbert's checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The pass to Thompson. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And here we go. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Hibbert dishes to Bryant. Randall with a screen for Kobe. Inside. That's good from Randall on the assist from Kobe. Randall's got... 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Good on the shot. Freak's got his first points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered closely. Fires from the wing. The shot misses. Good D by Thompson.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Freak kicks to Barnes. Softly drops in the floater. Barnes has got 8 points.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. Looking now at the numbers for Kobe Bryant. How his last 10 games.
Can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor nicely at top. Space.
With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. Young passes to Bass. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Williams dishes to Kobe. To the paint. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.